But the fun part was that when I joined Business and Motoring, Bijoy was the editor, and he said, "Do you want to do cars or bikes?" I said, "I want to do bikes." "I won't let you do any cars." I said, "Yeah, that's fine with me."
Huh.
He says, "Okay, here's Kinetic's phone number. Call Kinetic, get the GF125 or whatever it was, GF125. Get the GF125, go do a road test." How? He says, "They're not making this GF125 here. It's an import.
Mm.
So you'll get a sense of how to road test a motorcycle.
Mm.
And nobody's going to be able to buy this because you wrote the road test. So it's a safe road test for you to get your hands dirty with, right? Call, get the motorcycle, do a road test." I said, "How?" He says, "You're the motorcycle guy, you figure it out."
You got the designation. Now
Yeah.
get on with
Yeah,
it.
so I had to read Business Standard Motoring's motorcycle articles and see what we were up to. Then
Mm.
read what the other people were up to.
Mm.
Whatever few international magazines you had access to, you read those. And then you form an idea and a plan as to, okay, this is what it should look like.
Right.
And this is before we figured out that I didn't know how to write.
What?
I mean, I knew English, but
Yeah.
I wasn't a writer, right? I was a motorcyclist in my
Yeah.
head. But my first job was to write an article.
Huh.
And then it was a very good team because they really helped me and they were all
Mm.
good writers.
Mm.
So I wrote articles and then they got rejected and this is structure nahi hai. So then you fix
Mm.
that. Then they say this is better, but this is missing. Then you fix that. And I think my first few articles I wrote 7, 8 times until I got it right. And it took them, I think, 5, 6, 7 months of hand holding before they said, okay, now you can just do it by yourself.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but the fun part was because it was so new.
Right.
The profession itself was new. There weren't too many people in it. And it was before it became cool to be automotive journalists, right? So it was a lot more serious. B, you had a lot more time because in the entire month you had like about 5 vehicles, 6 vehicles. So you had time to road test. So if that kinetic road test came, I would have been riding the GA125 for a week without having to think about the story because there was time, right? And because you had time and I got thrown off the deep end with a team of people who were really helpful, it was very, very easy to learn.
Mm.
So full excitement. And then I think my second story was 2 bikes, both of which I dropped.
Oh really?
One on the first day, second on the second day.
Oh shucks.
And then Deepak was our photographer. Deepak said, "What should I tell Bijoy?" So I said, "Whatever you need to." I mean, I dropped the bikes because I was hurt and I was injured and there was no riding jacket at this point of time. So there were
Mm.
bandages, everything was going on. So then Bijoy came and said, "Maybe you want to calm down a little bit. It's okay. If the photograph lean angle is not all that much, it is okay." Because I low
Oh,
sided.
you were trying to lean it.
I low sided both in the same place.
So you were trying to lean the bike straight out of out of the gates, huh?
A full enthusiasm, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't think I even knew about leaning the bike back then, man. I mean, how to go about it. I wouldn't have been able to
No,
think
so when
about
I
it.
came from Delhi to Mumbai, I was already riding quickly.
Huh.
I didn't have much skill in the sense of how I think about motorcycling today. I didn't think about it like that, but I wasn't a slow rider even then.
Okay, so that was your first test.
That the GF125 was my first test, yeah. And when I look back on it, I am a little bit horrified by what I wrote because I thought, wow, what amazing motorcycle! Wow. And then as time passes, I think your database begins to settle in, and then the reality of this is good, this is bad, but this is how it fits into its own context happens. And that takes a while. So if you read my first 10, 12, 14 road tests, don't buy a bike based on those at all. Consider this your invitation to like, share, and subscribe. Try the main motoring channel too. Lots more content there just for you.